Hey there, everybody. Welcome to week 46 of the Quarantine Cup. I don't think I'm going to play this week. Well, we'll see. But anyway, I'm here with Shanahan and Matt Guardspin. You may notice that the client looks a bit different this week. We're playing on a test version of a new release of dominion.games, which will be coming out in the future. It has a lot of UI changes, so I thought I'd just make a video where some of this stuff is visible. I mean, it's still in testing, is being worked out, so there'll be some glitches and things, but we'll play around with some of the animation speed and stuff to see what everything looks like. And then so we'll go to slow. This is as slow as it gets as far as animation speeds. And I think people probably can see it anyway. So we'll see how this helps with spectator. You can control like the size of the log and stuff. They're just different settings. You can do a little log, or you can do a bigger log, and then there's some stuff with the chat that you can control. Then there are these play areas, which just give you a little more readily accessible information about the various set-aside mat stuff. So I'm not a huge fan of the animations at this point. I think it's all a bit too busy for me. And it doesn't really help me follow what's happening in the game all that well. I mean, part of that is just me being used to a log, but we're still figuring it out. So they're also playing pretty quick, so I don't even know, if I'm getting behind with the animations at this speed, if they're actually like many turns ahead of me, which is possible. So I figure we'll just maybe do one game at each speed, and then we'll sort of have a visual record of the various speeds from a spectator point of view. But it's nice. A lot of nice things are like that there's settings that are accessible from inside the game. The autoplay settings look a bit different. I don't know. Is there a card here with autoplay? I don't think there's any autoplay on this board, but the autoplay menu looks a little bit different. So we'll try and find, it'll come up in some game. There'll be one that shows it. When you click these mats, you can see it. Here this. You can see more detailed. The resign, the leave game buttons are icons now, which I think are quite nice. Maybe I'll try and play one game to show you what it looks like from a player, but just the buttons are a little different. There's an undo button and such. The kingdom view has these cards pretty spread out, which is fine with me, but some people weren't such a fan of that. I don't really know who's winning this game. They both seem to be doing similar stuff. They have lots of tragic heroes and fishing villages and stuff. But I don't know if one person is way ahead or not. Matt Guardspin is... Or no, this is... Alliance takes forever to resolve. That's funny. Alliance looks quite good here between Battlefield and all that. So and also if you have the draw to hold the cash, it seems pretty reasonable. They may end up 3-piling on like estates and tragic heroes before the province is actually totally run. That seems possible to me. So they just go for a province instead of another alliance, which isn't totally clear to me that that's the play, but Magard's been only had treasures, didn't get to play a fishing village or anything. So possibly a scary turn coming up for them. No one got more tragic heroes, so that makes that pile out seem a little less likely. We'll find out if their game report comes in on the Discord quite a bit earlier than I see anything with happening in the game. We'll know that there's a GG. Oh, he is doing. Emptying the provinces, right? Okay, so Shanahan did win. And I don't know when the GG came up relative to the game, probably a little earlier. They're going to probably already be gone. Yep. All right, so Slow was on that board. We were, I don't know, by the end of it, we were a little bit behind, I think, but you know what? Shanahan's waiting. I can play Shanahan real quick. I am going to crank up the animations while I'm playing though, so this will be our test with animations instant. So you can see there's a little flag for resign, there's a little undo. If you right click on the undo thing, it brings up the dots in the log so you can go to specific spots, so you don't have to type /undo in chat anymore. There's a bit of a problem with the player is overlapping on landscapes and stuff, but I'm sure that'll get worked out. This will pop up when they chat, so I'll just leave it like this. Maybe I'll go to big log. Should I go to big log? I kind of wish there was some little finer tune control of it, maybe. I'm not sure. We'll just go with this log. I could have gone ball. That would have been pretty reasonable. Oh, whoa. I missed. They're a third. What do they buy? I don't know. I could have balled. That would have been reasonable. There is something to be said for getting thin. Schema is such a bad card. This is not the best trigger ever, though I kind of want to play the Butcher. Now they have a Merc. Well, I guess you can always trash fortresses to Merc. So. Yeah, I should get a remake because of Fortress. For sure. Question now is whether I want to get a 5 or whether I just want to go let's get rid of the estate. The way I built this deck is a little bit weird. Maybe even a little bit bad, but I don't feel super far behind. Though maybe I am. They're gonna be a good deal thinner than I am. And that could be a problem here. I assume they just buy another fortress. Do they still have their... They must still have the remake. So they're gonna get to remake stuff this time. This is probably a good enough turn that they'll just be out of range here. There's a lot of game and play to do here though, so. Trying to think. Would have been nice to find. Last card is a throne room. Yeah, last card's a throne. Oh no, it's a copper. Okay. Well, that's not as useful. I hate beeps and boops from games. Can't stand that. I could just trash. What is the shuffle? It's got a hound. There's some useful things that can still be drawn here. I don't know that I have the draw for it, but if they're not careful, I may be able to 3-pile. I'm not sure I'll have the actions for it or the draw, but what would be the piles? Like throne, remake, form? Well, butcher form, something. Not great. This is not ideal either. I would like to throne. I don't even know if I have that many thrones. Okay, I do. This may just be them piling out, but we'll see. They don't have a ton of draw. So hopefully not enough, but probably. Oh no, wait, that's it for the remakes? I'm not sure. They played this very fast. If they don't have a win, they played it extremely fast. Yeah, that's not great. That's pretty bad for them. This should be easy win. all I have to do is empty the forums and the thrones and get to 5. Yeah, this should be easy. This is a 5, and then the duchies. Then I mean, this is it in hand already. I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, that was an interesting board for sure. Pretty weird. I don't really like my path. I do wish I had a remake sooner. I don't know. I'm not sure. 5-2 is a little. I think I should have balled on 5-2 for sure. I think it should have been remake Fortress instead of what I did. But all right, so that was instant. What am I looking for? Anyone waiting? I guess I'll play another one. Someone's sitting waiting, so. I guess I can try the animation speed below instant. We'll see what it looks like. Oh, ours disconnected. Oh, there's no there's no draw here, so that's always a bit odd. I guess you could. Well, there are a lot of things you could do. I don't know how good any of them are, but there are many things you could do. It's a bit of a weird one, right? It was like, what's the advantage of getting the? I'm gonna skip both peasant and ambassador. I'm gonna do a dismantle thing. It seems pretty bad. And I'm gonna get falconer, I think, or haggler, probably haggler. I took the keep lead. They didn't see it coming. I just don't know what getting thin does for you. I mean, you can do some things. You can do a few things, but they're not like incredible. They don't seem incredible to me. They get double ambassador, so they're all in on this getting thin stuff, which means I guess I will always have probably all of the keep points for all the basic treasures, and you know, that seems okay to have. Do I want another dismantle? They just do double ambassadors, so it's very odd to me. I didn't know you're thinning too. I guess we probably don't want to trigger this without. I mean, it's an okay shuffle to trigger, but there's something to be said for getting like a cargo ship. But I just don't know what their plan is. I'm not sure how useful some of these. There are a lot of windows that pop up in various situations. I'm not sure how informative any of it is. I mean, I guess that told me he'd kept 2, so there is something there, but I just wanted to make sure that I paired Dismantle with Estate. I don't mind tossing them like that. This was unfortunate luck, of course, but what can you do? We could Scouting Party. I was thinking Guardian, but maybe we'll Scouting Party here. And then the question is, do we just go ahead? It seems fine to just go ahead and start greening. To buy province when I can afford it. I mean, if I get to 4 provinces or whatever, they'll never catch me. Yeah, I can just start buying. I think they tied up the silvers. There. So I think we're even on silvers right now. Golds and coppers just aren't going to be close. I mean, copper, of course, won't be ever in contest. But the silver, I didn't see there if my score went down. I wasn't paying attention. But anyway, the 4, 5 province, 6 province to whatever is going to be enough. They don't really have money. This could either be a remodel or it could be a contraband, which is probably not right. Or it could be a falconer, or it could be, let's try the remodel. We have a fair number of golds. It's not crazy to think we might get to remodel a gold into province. We can Scouting Party here. Oh, this was sort of unfortunate. But probably we still hit province, yeah. I could have bought, it's probably better to buy contraband than duchy. Like, actually, but that's fine. Right now it's 4 golds to 1. I'm pretty fine with just milling. I could, of course, Scouting Party again and maybe do a little better than milling. Though it's not actually clear that doing gold to province is like better than milling here. I mean, I can lose the gold and it's okay. Should I Guardian? I don't think I have anywhere close to 8 in this next hand. So it didn't really make sense to me. I can go Contraband Guardian here. Could have been contraband silver too, but I guess here I can just scouting party until I find the remodel with the gold or something. Or, you know, some other really nice hand. I definitely had pretty good dismantle luck for sure. But there's no way, I don't think there's any way an ambassador opening is winning here. I can sort of see, yeah, I don't know. There's probably some stuff the peasant line can do for you, but not a lot. So I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Bum 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 bum. I guess I'll wait a second to see if anyone is waiting for someone, but so there's this new thing that's going to come out called card pools, which are basically groups of, or 10 levels to a set of all the cards. I don't know, this isn't that important, but basically each level has, it's supposed to be a gradual introduction to the cards of Dominion. So the first level is base only. The second level has simple cards, but some new stuff from various expansions. And then the other levels tend to have things grouped by some sort of mechanic. Anyway, and the idea is that someone who is trying to figure out the cards could restrict themselves to only matching with a certain subset of those, and then hopefully the idea is that you'd be able to find people who also want to play with those and are willing to play at a particular card level. You can like, let's say my level is 10, but I could be willing to play, from anyone 4 to 10. That's what this pool range thing does. So like, you can require all cards. If you put a 0, then it means I'm asking only for matches that use cards from the full card pool. But I can say, oh, I'll pair with somebody who only wants to play with level 8 and lower, and I'd still be able to find those matches. And that probably is, still a completely reasonable, exciting game of Dominion. Probably, I mean, honestly, I expect anything from like 3 or 4 up. Even 2 up, I'm sure, is quite fun. So obviously, you're probably not super excited to play a bunch of base set only or anything. But anyway, that's card pool levels. What? Did they find each other? Maybe they already played. Is recycled garbage still waiting? Okay. Maybe Iris is. Iris got somebody. Okay. Wait, I'm already at this table. Okay. Gonna hide chat. Get these things over here. This isn't so bad actually. This way, was something changed? Maybe it just has to do with the demand. Maybe I'll leave the chat up. Then let me change it. I guess I can't change it. That's weird. Anyway, what we're gonna do? Do I want to do in the middle animations? We'll see how that looks. Yeah, some of it just doesn't look very clean. Well, this is like a big artisan board. Like that's the most important thing for sure. 5 is nice. 5-2 Barge Hamel looks pretty nice. I'm trying to figure out how do I get an artisan. You can do pool, but it's not that fast. I mean, it's without trashing anyway. The story here is really artisan. And of course, Barge is quite nice with delay. I mean, I have some chance here of hitting 6, and I'm not seeing my silvers, so I have at this point, quite a good chance of hitting 6. No guarantees, but I may take a hound. I didn't hit 6. I'll probably take a den. Because again, I really need to hit 6. Guess this could still fail to hit 6. Hopefully not, but they don't have an artisan yet, so I don't feel like I'm actually behind in any sense at this point. I am a little bit based on the cards they're drawing, but yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm probably behind. Um, not a huge turn for them. Probably delaying two things. Well, I mean, it depends a lot on what they drew, but I'll buy a third. I'll probably get up to 4 artisans. Maybe at least I'll get a third one for sure. Yeah, I like that. I would get a Hamlet. I wouldn't get another silver. I kind of think they're going to buy another silver. I wouldn't do that. I would get a Hamlet or a Hound. I think a Hamlet is what I would buy. Yeah, they get a Hound. That's okay. That's all right. It's not, incredible, but it's all right. I do need to get I guess I could get a village here. Or get a villa, I mean. What do I have in here? Maybe that should have been an artisan rather than a den. We'll see. What did I buy? Yeah, I don't know. The den may be bad. I want to try and get the rest of the bazaars. We're going to 3 pile almost certainly. With sufficient draw, you can do some pretty crazy stuff. I think I would take a Hamlet over the Hound, but maybe you have the actions. I mean, you have the buys, you can always delay them, so. This could go really bad, actually. And it did. I bottom deck Barge, Artisan. That's so awful. That's so terrible. That's not. That's so bad. Wow. Wow. I get nothing. I get 1 den down. Wow. That's a problem. That's gonna be a problem. My word. I mean, I don't, what am I supposed to do? You can't make that not happen. So. Yeah, they should be pretty safe here, though they may mess up a 3 pile. But if they play pretty cleanly, that turn should be. But me not playing my 2 artisans at all, that should be bad enough that they can close out a victory here. At least I think it should be. Not that they necessarily win right away, but. They buy prawns. I mean, yeah, that's fine. It's just like I have to immediately do this. There's no other. no other option, which kind of sucks. And I'm gonna have to immediately do it again because I can't risk. Well, what's the risk of not drawing? What are the odds of not drawing one coin? Pretty low. It may happen, but this is all pretty bad though, as far as that goes. I thought it did it. Okay. Okay. They probably empty the estates. I don't know if they have that money, or the hounds. Estates or the hounds. I guess the hounds are much easier for that. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, they had a good deck. They're doing it all right, all correct. I don't know if I lost. Not well drawn though. I don't know if how it would have gone if I'd not had that. You know, if I hadn't bomb decked 3 draw or 3, well, it's effectively 3 draw card. The artisans were draw as well. Okay. Oh wait, maybe not. Maybe not. We can watch. We could watch Shanahan and Apo. Oh no, they're already turned 9. They're playing fast. Wow. I don't play that fast. We could watch A-Libby and someone hops in, we'll drop the game, but we can watch A-Libby recycle garbage. We can try. Here's our chance to try standard, whatever that means. I think the names are just jokes, but are kind of jokes. They played their game in 4 minutes. I mean, you still saw your actions. I guess that doesn't sound resignable to me, but it depends. What the action? I have no idea what's happening in this game. I guess they're gonna try and get. Yeah, this is hard. There's a lot to drop at the encampment's the only village, and oh, there's nobles. I guess you could try. Nobles library might be a decent way of kind of starting your hands off. You could have dungeons. That wouldn't be unreasonable to me. Um, I guess if you're the only person with a forager, it's okay to put a silver in there. Give the curse, why not? Libby knows gold. As far as things to have is okay here. Is there really... I mean, I guess if you're gonna buy an encampment, then you can discard the gold. Though it's sort of a weird discard, right? Like, why discard the gold? Since you're gonna, I mean, you could still keep a copper. You could have gotten some. You could have bought a dungeon, for instance, or a smithy if you wanted that. Now, if you want an encampment anyway, it doesn't matter. But it's also not like, or it doesn't have to be information leak or anything like that to toss the copper. So it's a little weird looking, but it doesn't matter per se. Now Libby's gonna have a 2/3 shot here of keeping this encampment. I really do kind of wonder. You know what I'm actually pretty surprised at is buying gold over like buying bandit and getting multiple golds. Seems pretty good to me. Yeah, so Libby did miss on the 2/3 shot there, but otherwise has a nice turn. It is a pretty weird board. I expect them to go encampment plunder. I'm not convinced that that's actually the best buys, but points come pretty slowly, so plunder, the VP chip from plunder does look pretty okay, all told. I wonder if I can do long log. Try this for a little bit. I'm just trying to like, move the settings around a bit so there's different examples of things at different points. It's not gonna cover every possible configuration, but there's something there. Pretty weird. I think, I mean, if you're playing trashing copper, I guess it nets you $1. I mean, you didn't use the $1 there, so I'm not sure it made a whole lot of sense to do it, but I guess it also didn't matter. Just extra clicking for no reason. Nobles. Yeah, I would have been interested to see if someone could get up to nobles and library faster and not try so much on the encampment side. I'd be curious to see that. This is gonna let a Libby pick up probably 2 encampments, and then it's gonna be fairly rough. Especially if Libby had a dungeon, but anyway. Probably looks pretty good for A-Libby regardless. If you forge the, well, I mean, it doesn't matter a whole lot which you forge, but probably just go ahead and forge the catapult. And then go with the copper. That surprises me. Those buys surprise me quite a bit. Particularly the silver, I don't know what it's doing. Now A-Libby has a real chance of losing the encampments. This is a weird game. Buying back copper is weird when you still have 2 estates. I don't really get what's being done here. A-Libby needs some buy or gains, so either bandit or counterfeit. Now I would do bandit because you can get some really mean hits, but you need some sort of and the nobles is okay, but you need some sort of true gains, in my opinion. Again, I would blow up the catapult. Like, what? Why keep it around? In my opinion, but you don't have 9, so or 10. I think a dungeon is reasonable. You can take a silver. I mean, in some sense, if you're gonna forge it, whatever you buy doesn't matter. If you're likely to forge it. But yeah, A-Libby still needs, for sure, like a counterfeit or a bandit. Three estates. Your sickle garbage still has 3 estates. I don't want that deck. I guess if you have excess actions, which A-Libby is pretty likely to have, you can rat a smithy for 4. Like you could have here this turn, I'm almost certain, ratted a smithy and still drawn deck and drawn it back up and forged it instead of the silver. I'm pretty sure that was possible. But I don't think they're looking for that. But they really need a way. They really need a way to get a true buy, because this thing where they just rebuy a silver or a copper or whatever is pure wheel spinning. They're not even using the money from the forager. They can see spec chat. Yes, Bandit is very good here, though. To answer your question, it's great. I didn't know anyone was actually listening to me. I've been talking in here for an hour and a half by myself. Alibi's just been doing this thing where he forges something, doesn't need the money, and buys another thing back that he trashes each turn. When there are several ways to get actual, increased deck size gains here, but you threw him off the scent, I'm sure, Steph. One thing I noticed, Steph, this is probably the absolute worst place to leave feedback on the thing, but you can't, and on live, like, if you're not the person who made the table, you can turn spec chat off. You can't do that here. I don't remember. I mean, that was maybe intentional change, but like if I noticed when I was playing someone earlier, I noticed spec chat was on, so I tried to turn it off and didn't do anything when it does on live. But maybe that's intentional. Alibi does pick up a counterfeit now, which just the buy is probably okay. Though not my necessarily preferred thing. I mean, it doesn't matter a whole lot. Alibi here is such a massive lead, and I guess the game could last a long time still, but I guess there is enough time for people to mess up. I don't know how far behind. I don't know if I get behind on animation speed. On slow, it was clear that I could get like a little bit behind the pace of play. But the one game I watched, it was maybe like a turn or half a turn before I was like behind by that much by the end of the game. I don't know if that's happening here at all. Probably not, because I can see that they're thinking about a buy. So that, I guess, pretty clearly indicates that I'm live. I wish the reveal windows were not all the same size. I mean, actually, I wish some of them weren't windows at all. Like the encampment thing looks really weird to have a gold go inside this little orange box in the middle of the screen, and then the orange box just flashes in and out as they play encampments. The gold moves, and yeah, I don't know. It looks pretty weird. On turn, what turn is it? Like 18. Turn 18, recycle garbage, trashes the third estate. But we got there in the end. Yeah, when things clear out of the play areas at the ends of turns and stuff, it looks so choppy. Just looks like the cards are just having a seizure, and then stuff ends up places. This is, what is this, standard? Speed 0, 1, whatever, second to lowest. Things flicker in and out some when they're moving. I would think a dungeon is probably a pretty good buy for a Libby, but I don't know. Whatever. Buy whatever. Another forager. Oh, recycle garbage doesn't have a bandit. That happened a bit ago, but didn't notice it or comment on it. Has it hit anything nice? I mean, it must have. Or I guess people could have counterfeited that. But yeah, I think it was anybody who had gotten a bandit earlier had a real chance of really messing up their opponent. Let's look at this hit. Isn't it pretty easy trash plunder, not counterfeit there? Maybe I'm wrong. Somehow you gotta empty these provinces. Recycle garbage should stop buying provinces. For sure. I guess it depends on the point. Like if they double here. No, I wouldn't do it. Double's awful. But double's really bad, but I don't even know if I'd take one. How close do you get if you this and Dutchy or another bandit? That's interesting. That seems greedy. I would do draw. I mean, maybe double Dutchy, but maybe Dutchy patrol or something. Or you can not green at all and just wait a little bit longer. But like this is, how much are the foragers now? A Libby can afford to kill quite a bit of green if it gets them to double. There were 5, so they get to double. Yeah, and they could have even done a province if they needed to. Yeah, they just recycle garbage. A Libby was way ahead and then didn't really take advantage of it, and then recycle garbage could have gotten back with the attacks, but did too much province buying themselves, feels like. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Either I'm gonna try and queue. Do I want to try and make the playoffs? Well, I'd have to win a couple. Or do I just want to watch? I mean, he's not really too late, Steph. He's not going to make the playoffs, but he's welcome to go play a game or two. There's still 30 minutes, so I think Rozzie's going to explain that to them. So, but that's, you know, they can absolutely join the queue and play. If they're just looking to find some people to play with, it's a reasonable way to do it. I'm not gonna type. I'm just gonna talk at you, Steph. Rozzy has got it covered. Is anybody? I should have found a game. How far LEN poker? Turn 6. Yeah, it's a fine game to watch. Actually, I'll go. Is Apo waiting still? I'll just go play Apo. All right. All right. Apparently, the changing of the spec chat in during the game is just broken completely. The table host can't do it either. All right. We could do vassal silos maybe. Is vassal really that good? I don't know. They're getting the Sea Hag. That's interesting. I kind of think the Sea Hag is bad. Am I wrong? How would I fight the Sea Hag? I could have moats. Maybe it's not bad. I'm gonna try and fight. I'm just gonna buy a bunch of dismantles and trash coppers. Squire opening. I don't love that. Even yet another dismantle. Oh, great. Apparently I should have bought silos. That didn't work. Well, their Sea Hag missed. Or, well, we don't know if it missed yet, but everything so far is working out as planned perfectly. I get to discard a curse. See, that's that. Oh, man. You can't even write too powerful of a strategy. They're getting a cursed village, bad omens. Yeah, this is weird. I'm gonna switch back to instant. So long. Okay, I guess I drew 2 coppers. That's not great. What? What? That was just wrong. I don't care what anybody says. That was just not just or fair. I'm gonna get a squire and a moat. Then what am I gonna do? I would like one of those cursed village thingies. I'm not sure actually it will ever do so because my money is so bad. But I would like one. Well, I didn't find any of those stupid squires. What is... I was gonna be so mad if the vassal hit again. I need a cursed village. How do I get one? Night Watchman, whatever. Maybe it's okay. Pretty bad card in general, though. All right. Okay. So we can either... What do we get? Haunting, beautiful. Beautiful. We didn't find any Silas here, which would have been nice, but we still have a pretty good Curse Village situation, or reasonably okay Curse Village situation. I'm probably losing still pretty bad. Should we get a livery? They get diluted. That may be nice for me. Get ball. Gonna get another one of these. Oh, good, agreed. Now, if you hit 5, it wouldn't have mattered, but they didn't. Second Night Watchman. Oh, they played. Never mind. They didn't buy it. They just played the one they had in hand. That's very different. That's considerably less bad. This is a great turn. This is a good turn for them. I don't know that Grand Market is really better than the other things you might consider buying there. Man, I was hoping to find... Okay, that could have been worse for sure. Probably the real problem is going to be a pile out situation. If they have another Curse Village in hand. I'm grumpy now. Now I'm just grumpy. Obviously, I didn't make a good deck. But I don't know what's last here. I still wish I had my other dismantle, probably. Well, okay, that's fine. GM's just, again, I mean, GM is always okay-ish. Or most of the time. But it doesn't seem that exciting to me here. Well, this was not great. This is pretty awful. So now those aren't in deck. I didn't draw the... God. I just needed to draw the dismantle. I probably need to add another one. This is my money. Oh, right, envious. Probably I'm setting them up to be able to pile out the... That's such bad luck to have the 3 cursed villages on top like this. I guess I could have not drawn on. That might have been reasonable. I just want to have a sense of deck control for a second, for 1 second. That may never occur. Find 3 advisors. Okay, that was sort of weird. That was a little weird. There wasn't anything good, it didn't matter. There wasn't anything good left over to worry about. I'm gonna get yet another dismantle because I'm just holding out hope. Maybe I should have done that a while back, but this really depends on whether they have Cursed Village in hand, right? Or a little bit. Maybe it's better. At this point now, it's gotta be this, I guess. Still like possible depending on what's in hand to get down below the Cursed Village drawing point, but there's probably a world where, yeah, if they have green, then big sigh. Oh, here's something, but probably they just pile out this turn. Very likely. They get famine when they can toss. So that's 7 coppers. I did greed. I kind of liked... I don't know. I was probably really bad. It's probably just really bad on my part. All right, there's 15 minutes left. If there's someone waiting, I'll play them. Otherwise, That puts my playoff dreams in the dirt where they belong. All right. Who else is playing? Let me see if we can find a game. We'll see if Truffles gets an opponent. And if not, I'll play them. One player. So far, it looks like Minion Pawn's having a very good week, and all PQR, Elia, and Ape are in Minion Pawn are doing well, so they look pretty secure for making it in. The board, I guess gains are a little bit limited. You can noble brigand things. I kind of want to try and skip familiar, so I'm going to try it. Oh, Troubles gets she gets a potion too. Okay, she didn't get the familiar. Not a potion, but get the familiar too. So I would got a very good draw. We both have the what do I buy here? Could buy a plan. At this rate, I look okay for skipping familiar because I can. Does patrol pick up curses? Yeah. I can mostly just trash stuff as it comes in and be okay. And Travels misses that again, so that makes it even easier. Yeah, I'm okay with taking a moat. There's the first familiar purchased. I don't know if I just buy. Who's treasures? It's mostly me. I don't know if you just go for playing a lot of monuments. I do have my village down in here, so there's some odds of drawing that. Okay. Well, This is probably fine no matter what I do. Truffles is, I guess, just had really bad draws. Something very bad has happened anyway. So the poor potion. They have how many silvers? All right. I guess I could try to find another game before the end. What is the status now? Yeah, okay. Well, it depends on how everyone else is doing, but all right, we'll try to get one more. I don't know if Apo's playing someone. All right, I'm gonna play a Libby. I guess you could try Dutchy Duke. The vampire stuff. I've done vampire with Dutchy Duke like one time in my life, and it worked okay. Though it wasn't like super good. The alternative, I guess, is just the storyteller draw, storyteller draw engine that plays vampires and stuff. Or Sana Avanto, I guess, is possible too. Sort of curious about the silver seems pretty easy regardless. What would be the 3 piles if you get the duchy and the dukes? If you get the duchies and the dukes, I mean, the states is always the usual. There is a Seaway. I guess Seaway helps the Sana thing a bit. That deck becomes a little more powerful just because it has buy and draw. So that is a consideration. I mean, I don't think I'm going to open it. Open the Sana regardless, but I mean, you can also just Seaway chariot races and have that kind of going on. I don't know if Duchy Duke does anything. I feel like this is reasonable, regardless. I could get a higher lane on 6. I guess if there's ever a time when you're gonna do it. I don't know what that means, but I guess I'll pursue higher lane here. Gain a... It may have been way better to just get another vampire. This was pretty harsh to not to hit both silvers. One of them would have been okay. But anyway, it's like higher lane silver or higher lane estate copper. I can get a chariot race. I guess I wasn't really buying a 4 in any case. They didn't get to trash with their Sana, their first shuffle. Or this one, apparently. So that's nice. At least that first time they didn't there. This may hurt a little bit. Bat on top would be cool. Fear, yeah, I felt fear a little bit there. Yeah, this isn't super great. And you could get a secret passage, which can do some chariot race tricks. Which can be nice. There they get a couple of trashes. Oh no, the bat. Is it worth? I had the silver. What does the shuffle have in it? Just like nothing. Well, there is, I could get, there were both estates, I guess. Like it's reasonable to try and There was also a chance of finding the chariot race 2 with the secret passage, and then we would have got a point, which would have been useful, I think, for sure. We could get another vampire here. Then we're not staggered, which isn't that important, but we may become staggered. Or we may just fail to draw any of it. Ooh, very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. Very nice. I would like a gold. I don't know if I would like a gold yet, or if I see way. Misery is nice. Let's see way the chariot race is. Guess it doesn't matter. Cool. I guess we finished drawing. Even though some of this will not go to use. I mean, what do I get? Cartographer is kind of nice. Secret Passage is pretty nice still. Right. I mean, it could have just been another. What am I trying to say? How many coppers? I still have some coppers. Oh, we didn't find it. Or we didn't find a chariot race yet. We just didn't find a chariot race, period. Okay. That's not it's not so fortunate. There's a storyteller down in here. We don't need a whole lot. So we should put this thing just in here with a storyteller probably. Maybe the silver actually. The gold is a little bit. The gold would be nicer to save for secret passage stuff, right? But the silver could go here. I don't know how many coppers to trash. If any. I guess there's something to be said for just buying gold there too. Well, I'm gonna trash some coppers, not if any. That's nonsense. But what exactly to get isn't super, or how many? We're gonna need to buy treasures next turn. Definitely. We could just try to get a lot of the chariot races, I guess. which isn't that appealing, but apparently it's irresistible because I just did it right away. I totally forgot about that. I did not think that. That was stupid. This copper shouldn't be there. That was just a blunder on my part. I completely forgot that that I was putting a copper as my 6th, as my bottom card. I could have put the silver down there. It would have been way better. Or even the gold, really. I was being too clever in my secret passage thinking, or not clever at all. I was thinking I was being clever, but I was really just being dumb. Because, yeah, I for sure could have blocked that point that Alivi just scored, but anyway. It's not a huge deal. The hexes don't hurt too much at this point. They're not awful anyway. I guess I should have put a chariot race. I mean, I didn't know I was going to get hit with the old 1-2 combo, but maybe we go with this at this point. You may have missed out on one. The order there may have cost us $1 and a point. But anyway, it wasn't a huge deal. We don't get to... Yeah, that would have been nicer. For sure. I mean, I can take the chariot races. They're just kind of nothing. I mean, I can also choose not to play the bat, I guess. So I didn't quite do what I wanted. I think with some slow thought for the storyteller stuff, I maybe could have gotten another, or at least a chance. Nothing guaranteed, but I mean, I could buy like Golden Estate, just as the estate being my bat food is possible. It's slightly better. I wonder if I can province yet. Gold or gold province would be probably pretty nice for me this turn. Depends. I mean, we'll see what the chariot races end up at. But I'm not worried about having a 6-4 chariot race split. That doesn't worry me at all. I don't know how to figure out exactly how many of these to play. That's not super clear to me. Maybe I didn't play enough. The slider's so annoying. Yeah, Libby has a chariot race on top. I just need to. It doesn't matter if this one wasn't gonna hit. Okay. I do have 12. I should try to play a little bit faster since the playoffs are over. Or since the... Wait, they did their whole turn. Revealed a copper. I gotta trash those. Guess I can wait. What did they have on top? Oh, vampire. Okay. So we need to find... We're not going to hit without some luck. Not some luck, but some more of these. I guess that's all my golds now, so the rest of these are not hitting. I don't know what's at the bottom here. Oh, vampire. Yeah, I didn't do this quite right. Uh, 18 would be kind of nice. What is this? I guess I can undo it. What am I doing? All right. This hand's scary. What are the... All right, what are the standings here? Oh, I can... I think... I don't know how full... What does fully can play? Is any of PQR, Minion Pawn, Elia, or Fully Boris still playing? All right, I'm gonna trust. Oh, I'll wait for A Libby's words in. Okay, thanks, Matt. I try and trust you people more. Anyway, what do we got here? You don't have to resign. It doesn't. I mean, you can, I guess. All right, A Libby resigns. I mean, I should be able to win unless I play real stupid, I think. But all right. A Libby's gonna stop. We'll announce the... Oh, I'm so bad at typing. Good games, everybody. Now we're gonna watch the playoffs. Yeah, Foley and I didn't play each other, and we had the same number of games and the same record. So I don't know what my rule is then. I think it's like a 1-game playoff, but I'll just sit out the playoffs. That seems like the best thing by far. All right, let's watch Foley and PQR. PQR may be just in a random game. No, they just started already. Perfect. Oh, can you guys... All right, so we got the finals here. Spec, I'll turn some sort of animations on again. That board, I didn't see all of it, but I saw Villa. It looked like it probably had some stuff going on. Bristol. So as long as they don't play like me, they would have been fine. All right. Maybe try, kind of think standard for speccing. I don't know. I have no idea how this is going to look to the YouTube people. We'll find out. They can let me know. I actually don't know if my OBS settings are very good for capturing animations. My OBS settings may be quite bad for that, so I really have no idea. Because in a normal, in a, if anyone says the cards are jumping around, that's not just my recording. That's just what it looks like on my screen. Yeah, Steph's right. There is something. I played a remake Fortress game earlier today. This also has Sacrifice. And then we have Governor. Pillage, I guess, potentially could. It's not impossible. You think you might want to pillage to stop a turn at some point. Oh, and invest. Yeah, there's a few. There's a few things. I am no good with invest. All right, so we've got, what do we have? Silver remake for both. One person hit Old Witch and got to play the remake miss. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's still some stuff to work out there. But it's nice that there are updates and things happening. Things being tried. PQR. Whoops. This feels like, yeah, I was about to say exactly what Folivora did. That this feels like a board where you could easily want to trash coppers over estates at some points. Which is what Foley went for. think one will be an old witch and one maybe a governor. Yep. You have time now to speculate while the cards move around and see what it was. It turns out it was the thing I said. Yeah, like for PQR there, I think a serious consideration should be given to Silver Fortress Copper Nothing over remake into silver, but anyway. I guess no one ever decided to invest. I think fully here just Fortress and Trash Curse. I don't know what PQR by PQR gets another remake. Yeah, that seems totally reasonable. Yeah, fully goes with that exact thing. Does fully have a Fortress in the bottom 3? I would play on this turn if they do. I mean, I wouldn't like stop and remake it. I would, once you've drawn with Governor, keep going. I mean, it's gonna be tough, right? Because PQR looks way ahead, but. I don't see exactly what you're referring to, Shanahan, but I also don't know when you wrote that. So, there are definitely the cards in some weird spots. Oh, you didn't, sorry, I thought you meant an animation thing about where cars were like on top of, over as in like above. But yeah, I get you now. Bad draw for PQR, quite unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, it was the worst thing on the reshuffle that could happen for Foley, for sure. I don't think you buy silver, but they do. I think PQR feels a lot worse just because of you know what it looks like. I don't like losing the remake. I would much prefer silver to Fortress than remake to 5. They buy it rebuy remake. I'm still not, and I still think I like just losing the silver. So what they did is reasonable, to be sure. You don't have to decide that while you have 2 fortresses in hand. There's no reason not to play one of the fortresses before. I mean, it's not like it's super likely to impact your decision, but there's no reason to, when you have 2 fortresses in hand, there's no reason to start playing the remake at that point. Oh yeah, I mean, for sure the silvers are. Yeah, I mean, every exciting thing you do here is gain and play, and so you want the stop cards gone, and the silvers don't do any. I mean, the gaining abilities are so much better than the buying here that it's not even close that you want. That you want to keep silvers around for buying stuff, you know, and that's the only thing the silvers do for you. Mm. It's like here you still have chance to, you can still turn silver into like fortress and remake and draw it and do more remake stuff and yeah, I don't know if you have the actions to pile out, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was possible. What's the last card? Is it the gold? It's the gold. Fortress's animation. I love the. I mean, I guess it's the way you should do it. I'm not 100% sure, but the fortress, going over to the trash and then coming up and moving back over. Looks a little funny. Do I understand it's just doing literally what the card does by the rules? Oh, I forgot the curses were gone. Or nearly gone. I guess you weren't going to get to a point where those were emptying, probably. Maybe with the expand. I'm fully for sure should try to win. And not anything else seems. Yeah. I mean, when you talk what you're short on the resources there, they're pretty, cards and actions can be turned into gains. So it's not like necessarily one thing or the other. A skulk. This is funny. If he does a remodel, PQR can pile out on this turn. Which is just sort of funny. Oh, it's war. Oh, and if it had been like Locust, on Governor or something, or Witch or Expand, that would have been really funny, actually. I hope if PQR does it, he'll be my hero forever. He just plays these 2 silvers and clicks Fortress. No, okay, too bad. Oh, he did it later. He like clicked a couple cards. Oh, I guess I'll just. Well, sometimes you don't see Shanahan. It's not a big deal. All right. They were already gone by the time my animations finished running, so that was a bit of an animation lag. They had disappeared. I guess we can check the other game. Looks like it's still ongoing, except it says I'm not allowed to join, except then it didn't let me in, so I get that sometimes. You're not allowed to join and then immediately it goes in. Does Minion Pond think we're gonna be able to... They can't see that, though. This Minion Pond... Unless Minion Pond specking. Anyway. Oh, look at all these mats. Exile mats. How exciting. Is there any mid-turn gaining? No. It does make the cities less exciting. It's funny, the death cards got bought a lot. People were all about it. And then somebody must have just bought ruins just because they were maybe ahead, and or I guess because they had death cards left over or something. It's interesting. This seems... Well, I guess we haven't seen Minion Pond's deck, but well, no one has any silvers or golds or platinum, so... Huh. It looks a bit like they've got too much draw. Relative to other stuff. I mean, I would think you go like Platinum Monument, maybe? Here for the buys. Azalea. They also have a lot. They also have a lot of sanctuaries, like between the two decks. Like, I can't imagine the third sanctuary buy. Like, that seems really weird. And I'm a little bit of a hard time with the second one on this board, but somebody has 3 sanctuaries, and that just seems really weird to me. Yeah, and also only one Margrave gone also seems a bit odd. But no, I don't like Margrave at this point though, because you're not stopping Minion Pond from drawing. I really wanted a platinum there. I mean, there's obviously I don't know. Can do the estates come into play ever? Gold's okay, I guess. I really like Platinum Monument there for the buys, I think. Wow. Interesting. Can you draw that? I guess you lost 2 cards. You added... I don't like the estate so much. You lost 2 cards. You added 3 draw. And then 6 stop cards. And you had a city unplayed. I guess you can draw it all exactly. Well, maybe not with the estate. I also don't know if there was barge durationing or what. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, 3 sanctuaries is wild to me. I mean, that's true. Which player? What are you talking about, Steph? Oh, I see. What do you mean? So Elliot will draw handily. Yeah, this looks like a bad case of under payload for both players. And not moving, you know, when they had money from when they were getting money from their death carts, you know, they obviously didn't pick up platinums at some point, which I think probably there were probably opportunities before we got over here for that to happen. But so now they're just pulling coppers off the mat because they have so much overdraw. Which isn't, I don't think it's unreasonable, I guess, from their positions. Or it doesn't seem crazy to me from their positions, but it, of course, is not a, not typical, not a typical play. 12, 22. How much money does Elia have now? $1 short. $1 short. That's unfortunate. No, wait. Not $1 short. Just has the win in hand. I was thinking cities were 10, but they're also only 3. So Elia just has a win in hand. Hopefully they see it. They took the barge by, so that means they do see it, because otherwise you would have duration the barge. So good find for them. Yeah, I mean, this was a sort of a weird deck state that we came on, but good on Elliot for finding the path to the pile out. All right, so we got PQR versus we'll find out if PQR knows how to fix the play order thing. This is the classic test of a Quarantine Cup playoff veteran or participant, if they know how to make the play order change when the players involved in the table have shifted. Apo's house. Maybe Apo can. Does Apo know how to fix it? Is Apo in voice chat? He's not. Maybe we just need to go. Apo could be AFK. We might just need to make another table. Yeah, Apo's not here. The person who has they can't see, for one, they can't see this truffles. And Apo's house, so. All right, here we go with the finals. This is a board too. You can do bridge troll stuff for sure after getting slimmed down with your ambassador and some draw with advisor. So, probably possible to work in procession stuff as well. Yeah, Am Necro seems reasonable. You could do Am Native Village or 2 Amber. But Bible 2 does make double ambassador look a little more appealing. Let's see what we get. So PQR goes with the Necromancer. Do you ever get to sit it all? That's a good question, actually. I don't know. I'm not sure you do. Obviously, you'd be glad to have it, but yeah, it's hard to get the cash. All right, so Necromancer, pretty nice for PQR here. I mean, obviously they didn't find his states, whatever, but they get to pick up a couple native villages probably, and then you just mean you wouldn't have played Spy. I see. Yeah, I get what you're saying. So yeah, I don't know what I would have done. Obviously, you got all the estates down there, so you had a good shot as far as picking Mason for sure. Not totally clear to me. Pick up right away there instead of just setting aside the copper. I think you set aside the copper. I think you just wait. Like putting coppers on your mat is like your way of, well, one way of getting to 5 here anyway. Yeah, these reveal windows. The buys and gains don't get reveal windows, but like if somebody else is doing zombie spy, it does this box that just looks, it's just this giant box with one card in it, and the box flickers, you know, kind of flashes in and out again. And I'm not sure about that. Yeah, or so, I mean something different. I guess it's worth just seeing what it looks like without any in any case, but um, yeah, yeah. There's for me, so much of the motion is not communicative. It just sort of confuses me. uh, I wouldn't pick up there either. I mean, I don't know exactly what the money sitch is. If they have 2 silvers down here, just 1, but I don't know. Has anything changed as they've been playing the various zombies? They look the same, don't they? Will the other ones like gray out or something? You say with zombie, does that mean like for another action card it does do something? Or did you just say zombie when you meant necromancer? Maybe an ambassador? Maybe. Not ambassador, advisor. Maybe a procession. Hopefully PQR does not pick this ambassador up on this native village play, because it should really be set aside again. But they've been picking up a little bit earlier than I like a few times. So. All right, I gotta stop these cards moving. Let's use the log. Too many reveals here. Single card reveals on this board. I don't know. It's still happening. I guess it still happens with instant, and they're not that instant. They just flicker a bit, I guess. The real excitement is when someone can, finally afford a bridge troll. Any day now. It does. Sorry, I stopped paying attention to this game. There's so many native villages in the trash. What does picking up do there? I don't get it. Just set this advisor aside and get your turn. Next turn, probably. I don't know. I'm not convinced by it. Here's our first bridge troll buy. That's exciting. Bridge troll, blah, blah, blah. Our first bridge troll buy. It's exciting stuff. Now what we need an immediate advisor mat pickup, play advisor, top 2 cards, see, shuffle, card reveal, bridge troll. Fine, I'll settle for 2 cards peeked at. How many turns before the bridge troll actually gets paid? It's Steph watching you, Iris. There's like an eye click that can make some pop-up windows appear and disappear. But where the eye has appeared has sort of been moving around in testing, or in as Severi has made some changes. But right now it just kind of pops up by chat. But it makes the reveal windows go away. which is not especially useful for spectators. And also the eyeball is not like consistently, I don't know, when it appears and doesn't appear seems to be a little weird. At least that's what it looks like to me. That would have been a nice proc too. Yeah, it's just, yeah, it's not for the native village mat. Sorry, it's just appearing where the native village mat is. But it's for certain, I don't know. It's not like every reveal window makes it come up. Like the advisor one isn't doing it for me. I don't know which ones make it come up. I haven't been paying good enough attention to say. They should have discarded native village there. For that advisor. I mean, I can see the hand, of course, but it's, I'm pretty sure, true just on general principles. Things get even worse when your opponent starts playing bridge troll before you, because now you need, well, if you have a proc, it doesn't matter, but if you don't have a proc, it hurts a lot. I might think about triple advisor over some, but well, not triple advisor, but some amount of procs advisor. Triple 4 anyway. Triple 2. This is one of those games where you like, you know, we're at this point where we got this sense that maybe they're just never going to buy procession. You just have to sit here and keep wanting them to buy procession, and it's not going to happen. I think it's for seeing like durations. Essentially. I do kind of wonder about it being used for the normal stuff, like if it's useful, if that's helpful, or if it should literally just be a I mean, I know there are other things that can get left out, but it's sort of populating and depopulating the in-play cards that are just being played normally is just duplicating that. I mean, it looks pretty securely over in favor of PQR, but now you just see every card that's in play, Iris. You just see everything. In play area. So for the player whose turn it is, it's always just a duplication of that. And then for your opponent, or for the other player, if you're speccing it, for the other player whose turn it's not, then it can contain information about durations and stuff. The only way you can get them to buy per session is if the advisors run out. But hey, it gets there. I agree, Steph. I like having the durations visible, but I'm not. I think for the person who's turning, I do think it's sort of weird to have the. Yeah, I mean, I definitely like the opponent's durations quite a bit. I mean, in some sense, I guess they don't get a mat, or you don't see it, or some I don't know the rules for all the durations. If they're all hidden, like gear and archive and stuff, the opponent can't see any of that, right? Just the number for all of them. But then I guess there are other things like, I don't know, delay or something. I don't know how everything looks. I don't remember. And I even played a delay game today. If delay is represented in any way, I'm not sure. Since it's set aside, right? I mean, the things that are public are like things where there's like accountability. Like it only, someone obviously you pick the card up from the from the supply, or delay, you have to show it's an action or whatever. I don't know what that means, Iris. I never mind. I understand now. No, I don't think they've done anything with invest, but they should. I don't think there's an icon or anything to indicate invested stuff. I asked for a seize the day thing. I don't remember if Severe added it. I think he talked about adding it, but I don't remember if it actually did get added on seize the day. Not yet. Okay. Or maybe no means never. I did get the mouse picture though. That's what I've wanted for a long time. And the mouse picture is here now. Looks pretty good for PQR piling this turn. I don't know exactly what the cards left are, but it looks fairly likely to me. Maybe the deck size is too big to get it all, but I don't. Why start? You may need. Well, I mean, I don't know the size of the deck, but it feels like you may need the draw from a native village, and so I wouldn't have just done it right off the bat. But it may be just like not even close, and they're gonna get there no matter what, which it's kind of looking like here. But in which case, that's totally fair to just go ahead and just start clicking stuff. That's not unreasonable. They're gonna deny the procession, but it's not gonna matter. They didn't deny the procession. Well, that was not correct, but also not really a mistake in the sense of changing the outcome. All right. Congratulations to PQR. And also to, I don't know how to say the name, Elia. on second place, and to Minion Pawn and Folivore on third place. Thank you all for coming out and playing, watching. Thanks again, Steph, for letting us play some games on the new server. Hopefully proves useful. And thank you all for watching, and I'll see you later.